Are you curious about what's out there in space? Do you want to know the truth about our universe and the mysteries that still remain unsolved? Believe us, we too. But in this video, we're going to talk about some of the top space mysteries that we should never try to solve. And by never, we mean never. Hey, your channel Top 10 Binge, and we love exploring all aspects of life, including space. There are some things out there that are better left unknown. And in this video, we're going to talk about 3 of them. So buckle up and join me on this journey into the unknown. But before we begin our journey though, please take some time to subscribe to our channel and hit that bell icon to never miss an update from us in the future. Now with that out of the way, let's begin our journey. Are you ready? Let's go. Number 3, gravity paradox. Despite its apparent simplicity, this question has left many scientists at a loss for an answer. We don't understand how a refrigerator magnet can be unaffected by the planet's gravity. It boils down to wondering why gravity can sometimes be a very powerful force and other times a very weak one. Some researchers have hypothesized that gravity is just as potent as other forces, such as electromagnetism and the nuclear strong force. But they believe that gravity's effects are diluted since it escapes into other dimensions. Of course, that's just speculation. In reality, we have no idea. The fundamental concept of gravity is being called into question by this one simple inquiry concerning refrigerator magnets. If it's leaking into other dimensions, that raises many more concerns than it answers. Unfortunately, our lack of intelligence prevents us from answering this. After all, we're only a channel on YouTube, not a legit research team. But we would conclude that everything is up for interpretation, right? A planet is so large that its inhabitants must use their own set of gravitational laws, right? Even though it is still affected by Earth's gravity, it can largely act independently, much like a magnet. We're as perplexed as you are, so let's just move on to number 2 on our list. Number 2, Multiverse. By now, anyone who has followed the Marvel Cinematic Universe, MCU, should be well versed in the concept of a multiverse. Since there is a limited amount of possible particle arrangements in space and time, this effectively means that things will begin repeating as you travel farther and further into the universe. Theoretical models show a flat, limitless cosmos. Particles would have to go through a cycle of making a new universe, Earth, and yes, you. Also, since everything is limitless, there are an infinite number of alternate yous out there, some of whom may be engaging in the same activities as you at this very moment, while others may be dressed differently or working in an entirely different profession, where there are, quite literally, a limitless amount of unknowns. The problem is that it's quite unlikely that we'll ever find out whether or not this idea is correct. Even if we did, it would just indicate that there is another version of you that is bad, or that you yourself are the bad version. That sounds terrible, doesn't it? Before we reveal our top pick, do give the video a big thumbs up and share it with your friends as well. That said, let's move on. Number 1, do we have everything wrong? The predictions of Isaac Newton's theory of gravity were precise enough to enable humans to go to the moon. However, it started falling apart when we learned about really high speeds and very powerful gravitational fields, and it hasn't been the same since. After that, Albert Einstein developed his theory of general relativity, which proved to be a superior option. It accurately represents the way in which gravity bends starlight, the orbital decay of binary pulsars, and the warping of space-time in the vicinity of a black hole, and all that really cool stuff. The present best theory of gravity that physicists have is called general relativity, but it obviously doesn't address everything, which is why history will probably repeat again, and physicists might uncover minor effects that hint at an even better theory of gravity. Even if Einstein's theory has aced the majority of the challenges that could be used to test it, scientists will nevertheless continue to put their hypothesis through the experiment. It's possible that it will even fail one day, being somewhat correct, but constituting only a single piece of a much larger mystery to which none of us will ever have the opportunity to discover the solution during our lifetimes. Mysteries of the universe have kept us intrigued for centuries. From theories about parallel universes to the possibility of extraterrestrial life, we are always looking for answers. But these top 3 space mysteries are those we should never try to solve. So don't let your curiosity get the best of you. For now, these cosmic puzzles will remain shrouded in mystery, forever begging us to inquire further yet beyond our reach. Until then, keep looking up and keep exploring. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe.